Yep, it's project day. All right, here's my suction item. This came from, several of you gave me this idea when I complained about being able to drain the oil out of my last generator. Excuse me, bro. On a personal note, the last couple of days, I'm finally starting to feel like myself again. It was 5 or 6 weeks that I was down, just not feeling, you know, had whatever virus I had and that rash and just not feeling good at all and not having energy. That was the biggest thing that was concerning me. You know, I wasn't eating as well as I should have, and I just didn't have an appetite. So I'm starting to feel like David again. Sorry, I'm back. I know he's happier. We took a really nice long walk this morning, yesterday morning, just having a really good time with him. He's been putting up with a lot of lazy long days inside the rig. So let me get a rag. There we go, okay. So I'm gonna use my pump here and drain this out into a water bottle, which holds 16 ounces, which is actually 16.9. And this is supposed to have 16 in it, you know, roughly. It's supposed to be 16. I think that's about exactly what I added, because when it showed up, it was empty, you know, for shipping. Oh, I think I hear a dual sport. I always have to look because I have several friends that have dual sports around here, and anytime I hear one coming down the road, I look up to see if it's them so I can give them a wave. Left. Please don't try to drag the generator across the ground here, buddy. Oh, here it comes. Okay, now we gotta stand her up and try to hold this. This is what's called not having any fun. This is supposed to be really simple, and I'm covered in oil, and now Lefty's barking. Oh, I don't know if I talked about it yet. The second season of Landman is on, it's on Amazon Prime, you know, Prime Video. I don't know if it's AMC, because I have AMC. I have Paramount. I have one add-on that I got for Prime Video that had, originally I got it for Showtime, and then it also included Paramount Plus and AMC Plus, all for this one add-on. And Cinemax, it was all one add-on for, I don't know. No. Don't knock the folks over. Yeah, so I've been, that show Landman is really great. I think I talked about it when the first season had come out, and I said how it was a really great show. I think Billy Bob Thornton, he plays those kind of characters really well. That other show he did, Gotham, which was, I think he does the role of like the burned out, really crusty cigarette smoking person. He does that kind of role really well, it seems like. Seems like he's built for it. Remember back in the day, am I right that he was married to, oh gosh, what's her name? She played Lara Croft way back in the movie. What is her name? She was the daughter of Timothy, what was his name? I think they were married at one point, if you know who I'm talking about. She played Lara Croft in the movie, you know, the video game, and she played Lara Croft in the movie years ago, like 20 years ago, I think. So she's been acting for a long time. But anyways, I'm pretty sure they were married at some point. I think she's all tattooed, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so I'm going to call that full. I basically put in, I think it's a little over full, like when I I think when I'm gonna tip this thing backwards a little bit to get this funnel out, and I'm gonna stuff one of these rags up under here to catch any drippage. All right, now I got my dipstick. I hope y'all don't mind me just rambling on about stuff. That's just the mood I'm in right now. All right, now I'm gonna have to lower this down and see what happens if I take this out. It's up there, but I'm leaving it. All right, that's that. Goodness gracious. Hi everyone, good morning. I hope y'all are doing great today. It's just about 9 a.m. We're taking a ride into town. We're taking the big rig here. I've got a package that I don't think will fit in the Suzuki. Suzuki's great for back and forth, but it is a very small vehicle. I don't know if you could tell from seeing it in the video clips, but it's very small. And you know, the back seat folds down flat, but that gives you then like 3.5 feet of storage length. So it's not big enough for big packages. And it's raining. So today it's just gray from one end of the sky to the other. The forecast yesterday just said cloudy, but now I look and it says there's a 40% chance of rain both today and tomorrow. So more rain. We've had a lot of moisture this year. I mean, there's a lot of bushes, big green leafy, looks like almost like cabbage or something growing, you know, really green leafy weeds that have come up. Like there's a giant one right there. And it takes a lot of water for those things to pop up like that. They're all over the place. There's some right there. It takes a lot of water for those to grow. When we go through these spells of a few days of cloudiness, you know, it can wear on your battery system. My friend, I'm not going to use any names, but one of my friends, he had a solar system installed last season when we were here, and he used it all through the summer. Everything was great. And then when you get back here and you're in the dead of the winter with short days, and then if those short days are cloudy and you don't get any sun, he was having trouble. So last year I was able to loan him my generator, my gas generator, and he would plug in his Bluetti and charge it up. Well, he doesn't have the Bluetti anymore. He has a traditional solar system with a battery and solar panels, but he didn't retain his shore power, so he can't just plug in my gas generator to his shore power and charge his batteries. He doesn't have any way to utilize my gas generator. So he was talking to me about it, and I'm like, I have something that you can use. I just happen to have a power station. There we go. And we're recording. Here we are today. This is the Dabbsson 2000L. This is a 2200 watt power station with a 3300 watt power boost with 2048 watt hours. We all know watt hours is how strong the battery is. 2048 is good. You can get over 4,000 charge cycles on this. That's 10 years of operation basically, and you have a 5-year warranty that comes with it. It has 12 device outputs. You've got 6 AC outputs and then a multitude of USB and also 12 volt. And you can charge this from 0 to 80 in 1.5 hours, which is pretty standard for a fast charging unit. And one of the features that y'all know I like to see, this does act as a battery backup, a UPS battery backup. So if you're working on your PC and you have it plugged into this and there's a power outage, it'll automatically switch over. It has a 15 millisecond switch over time, which is fast. So your PC will remain running. It'll never know that there was a power outage. CPAP device, same thing. It'll just keep on running like there was never a change in the power. You can charge this through AC, you know, plugging it into the wall. You can do solar panel charging. It takes up to 800 watts, which is a good amount of solar panels for a power station. And one thing that surprised me, this only weighs 41 pounds. Most of the units, well, pretty much all of them that I've looked at in the past that have this power level, they weigh in the 51 to 53 pound range. So this weighs 41 pounds, very light. And you'll notice, kind of unique, that all of the outputs and then the inputs are on the end panels here instead of on the face. So this thing is small, you know, it's got these grab handles. It's small in size, lightweight. They're doing something with their cell technology that's allowing them to get this type of power in a lighter package. I don't know what, I'm not that kind of expert, but they're doing something. It saved my friend when he was in need, when he was having trouble with his solar system here a few weeks ago. And I don't know if you can tell because the sun is kind of out right now, but we had more rain last night. It was cloudy all day yesterday, cloudy today. The forecast is a lot of clouds. So this is something that I'm glad that I have on hand in case somebody needs to borrow it. And I want to thank Dabbsson for sending it to me, and that I was able to loan it to my friend when he was having trouble. It got him through several nights when we were having a lot of clouds, and Lefty even likes it. So if you're interested in the Dabbsson 2000L, go ahead and take a look at the links down in the video description. Very reasonably priced for the amount of power that you get out of this thing. Thank you again, Dabbsson. Let's get back to the video. And I was able to loan that to him for a few days, so he would use it at night, and then during the day he was able to charge it back up from one of my other friends' system that is gigantic. He's got enough power to probably run the whole lot of us, you know. But I was able to loan him this power station to get him through, I don't know, 3 or 4 days of overcast that we were having. So we're just stopping here. We're at the garbage dump. There's my backup camera. So I got to get out and put a bag of garbage in there. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. I just had one bag today. So when I use the Suzuki for taking garbage, it has to go inside the vehicle, obviously. There's no back bumper like I have on this. So I just throw the bags on the back bumper and put a bungee on it, and never had a problem. But you can't do that with the Suzuki. So I was really happy that I was able to loan him this power station from Dabbsson and help him out. And what he ended up doing, he got a hold of the guy that installed the solar system for him last year, and he was able to make a bunch of changes to the settings, because when he was describing to me how it was, like what he was getting on his readout as far as his depth of discharge, his state of charge, he'd say he would be at 87%, and then 5 minutes later it would show 0, and you know, that's just not possible. And then he would also say that in the mornings he would show 100% at like 13.4 volts. Now, when you're charging, and I know a lot of you know this, some of you maybe don't. When you're charging, you charge, the way I have mine set up, it charges the batteries up to 14.2 volts for 1 hour, and then it drops back down to 13.8, and it holds it there for the rest of the day. And then as the sun goes down, then it drops down to 13.45, I think, is technically 100% for a lithium battery. But when he's seeing 100%, before he was seeing 14 volts, 13.8, you know, his system should be holding it at 13.8 all day, or 13.7.6, but it should be holding it at a higher voltage all day. So something was wrong with the settings, and like I said, he got a hold of the guy that installed it and they went through all the settings and made a bunch of changes. And so I asked him the other day, because we've had some more cloudy, rainy spells, and I asked him how the system was doing, and he said way better. But what he did, he was running his inverter 24 hours a day, and he said he has started shutting his inverter off at 4 p.m., which coincidentally in this time of the year, that's about when I shut my inverter off. My batteries are at 100%. I shut my inverter off. I don't need it anymore. If I'm gonna watch movies and stuff, I use my small screen that's DC powered, and that way during the night the inverter isn't using power. So he said once he started doing that, changed his routine, everything's been working out fine. And you know, I do that just for these 6, 7, 8 weeks in the dead of winter when the days are really short and the sun is at a steep angle. But once the sun starts going back up in the sky and we start getting longer days, then I can just kind of ignore my system, because I have plenty of power and I have enough panels that when the sun is at a good angle, I'm okay, you know. But just during the dead of the winter is when I run into issues. And when we have a few days of clouds like this, I get my generator out. I've just been using a lot of power. When I was sick, I was watching movies. I was, you know, running my inverter all day because I was inside all day for, you know, a few weeks at least, and using a lot of power. So I was running my generator way more than I ever have before. How you doing, buddy? Oh, there's a couple doggies enjoying the ride. So we're going up here to get mail up and over the interstate. Okay, just picked up my mail from Galaxy Travelers Outpost. I call them GTO. So they had me come in and open my small boxes because they said they had something like leaked oil everywhere on some of the packages. Someone's package leaked oil. So they wanted to make sure that nothing that I was opening was ruined. So I opened my first box, which was 3 gallons of Rotella oil, and I'm like, ugh, I wonder if it was my box, because it had some oil staining on it. And I pulled out all 3 gallons and they were all perfect, they're full. So it wasn't my oil. But then I had a small package that was really wet, and I'm thinking that it's something I forgot that I ordered or whatever, but I had ordered a 2-quart Hot Shot bottle, oil additive, and that was what leaked. The lid was off and the foil seal had burst. It looked like, you know, the box, it was in a small box. It's a 2-quart bottle. It's kind of green colored, dark green colored liquid. And it was just about empty. So pretty much almost 2 quarts of Hot Shot stiction eliminator leaked out. It got all over other people's packages. So I've got to contact Amazon and get a refund. So the reason I got that, it's the 7.3s, I think the 6.0s also, they get stiction. It's from oil buildup, and every so often I'll put in this stiction eliminator. So I got the 2-quart jug because I haven't put it in a while. So 12 quarts of oil, 2 quarts of stiction eliminator, that's 14. And then if I need more, I have almost a full gallon of Rotella in my cabinet, so we'll be good. But what a mess. What a mess. Okay, we're gonna stop and get some water right here at this little blue, I always call it a kiosk. Remember the old photo processing buildings that used to be out in the parking lots? That's what it reminds me of. Boy, what a memory those are. I'll never see those ever again. So this is where we get our water. Okay, we got our water all filled up. Filled my blue jug also. Gonna head back to camp, get these packages unloaded, take Lefty for a, can't spell it anymore, he knows how to spell, and then get him his breakfast. So this being the first video of 2026, I hope you all are gonna have a great upcoming year. I have a feeling that this upcoming year is going to be some changes in store for us. I don't quite know what, but I feel like I want something different. Just haven't figured out what. So happy New Year to all of you out there. Thank you so much for being with us all this time. Thank you to those of you that were concerned over my absence from YouTube when I was ill. I'm feeling a whole lot better now, I'm happy to say. I appreciate so much all of you that were concerned about me. Concerned about both of us. So happy New Year to all of you. Everyone take care, be safe. We'll see y'all again real soon. Oh. Whoa. There was something all over the shoulder of the road back there, like it had blown off of a truck or something. I don't know what it was, I couldn't tell, but I don't know if they're cleaning it up or what they're doing back there. I saw a propane tank, which makes me think they're doing crack sealing. You know, they use the heat blow and what am I trying to say? It's like a flamethrower kind of thing, propane, and they patch cracks in the road, but I don't know. But there definitely was something all over the shoulder of the road back there. I don't know. One. There's two. And there's three. These guys are having some fun. Huh. What was that? We being invaded? You want to go out for your walk? Okay. Hold on. I hear you. Hold on. Okay. Whew. This is the 1st of January. Happy 2026. And we got a bunch of rain last night, so it is wet. So happy New Year to all of you folks. Today is officially 2026. Come on. Whew. Oh, that sun is bright. Look at all the grass. Pretty soon, I think those red prickers, those sticker bushes, those are going to start to grow. And then next year, this place is going to be covered with them again. They start out green and cute and squishy and soft. And by the time they go through a summer, they die, I guess, and you end up with these red stickers. And that's what's going to happen, because that's what happened last time we had this much grass around.